Both the Lesh and Pudge are very good versus the TB early, but late game can often be an issue. But I think this game might be very different because you have Katomi with the Sven. As I hold that thought, because a beautiful start from them.
Nice
a stun to the hook shot, Storm with a follow-up as well with a split earth, and he will tick out as Fishman finds first blood.
You see, he tried to put down a tree there to be able to block the vision, not to get that last right click off. So taking potential on Entity's side, which is really important to open up the map, obviously gain objectives, prevent the TB from scaling quite as much. And then as well, just in terms of the TB scaling, with a Venomancer, if you're mid lane.
Oh, Gojira. The tower's going to get him instead. Beautifully done. So Stormhammer into the hook from Pure.
The Venomancer, if you're playing it in the mid lane, you're not sharing experience with anyone, right? So you're able to get multiple points into the Plague Wards and really protect an area quite heavily, so that Entity needs to full-on commit. And, you know, we've seen what happens if people walk into a choke point topside. Whisper's getting
Whisper
dived.
might be in trouble. Yeah, Malefic's not really going to do much to hold them back, especially onto Katomi, so Pure gets another kill. Gojira's going to try and step in to get the combo up, but only one level in both, so it won't even be enough damage if the spell...
Double creep wave up, perhaps, and use that to enable a dive underneath the tower. Looks like they're fighting a little bit on the top side as well.
Gojira keeps Katomi into place. Pure's going to try and chase down Whisper, though, separating the Enigma for the bonus damage, and Pure's going to be rewarded with a kill thanks to this. And Katomi will still escape. Oh, the ward plays from Gojira gives them just enough vision to find the toss. So in the end, they will be able to get a trade nonetheless, but it is still a call going down for...
Enough doesn't want to make sure that he's the one getting caught out at the start of these engagements, and do still land that nice Arcane Curse off, though, on Fishman. Lots of harassment coming out from K1.
See how weak they are down bottom. Entity's still got a little bit of mana to work with as well, but it's mid lane where C-Smile once again is going to be in trouble. 2 back-to-back kills on the Venomancer, who is just botting Stormer, who is potentially going to get another kill as well. Gojira will toss him away, get some distance out to the right side. Stormer's got a clarity and a bottle sip to work with, so not a whole lot of mana for the moment. Just got to be relying on the right clicks, and Gojira, they got the vision on the high ground, so they know exactly where the Tiny is looking to escape from, and all of a sudden, Stormer has more net worth than the Veno.
Yeah, I mean, if you play...
Split, they can easily secure the tower, but no one's home, so they might just... Well, they actually don't have any points in Edicts, and they might have some difficulties.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, they could look to wait for the siege creep to come down. They're still under the cover of smoke, and they've seen K1.
K1. It's a big target. Sunder's already used prior. Double stun. Easy set up here from Stormer to enter him. C-Smile's going to try and hit back. A hasted up Venomancer can easily get onto Katomi. He's going to be able to land a big ultimate onto 3 members as well. Let's see if they can drag this fight out long enough to get full usage out of the ulti. I'll look for the deny. Not going to be there, unfortunately, for them. A 1-for-1. It looks like Entity just wanting to retreat away. Stormer will TP out. Toby might have to use the ultimate defensively. And that's... Oh, no. Was that the ulti that he...
Yeah, he tried to.
The shield?
Yeah, the shield just popped at the exact time to be able to kill him.
I like what they're doing, at least from Beastcoast. Just kind of the slow poke from afar. They're not trying to commit onto the tower where Pure and the TPs could come into play to turn it around. Now that the tower's about to die, they're going to continue to move on forward, but already Fishman's in a position to help turn it around along with Toby's TP. They're doing such an incredible job to play the distance of the team fight, and once they have the opening, they can now close and get multiple members killed off as C-Smile with another person. And he's brought down. Entity, I thought
to keep the extra mana regen coming through from himself, but I mean the man just farms like a machine.
That he does. That he does indeed. And Beastcoast doing a very good job to continue making space, but some heroes might go down at a cost of this. Primal split used from Toby. Gonna be able to get the kill onto the Tiny. His nice Marco as well will send Stinger up into the air. So gonna try and target down with the Abaddon at the moment. He's got the ultimate to work with. A bigger kill though occurs mid lane with C-Smile going down. So Entity, multiple plays occurring across the map. I mean, it will come at a cost of, I believe, Silence's life if Stinger can just get in range for that last punch. It's gonna go for a deny instead, but these poor old small creeps do not have as much damage as what he would be hoping.
Had it reduced by the Wraith Pact, that's why.
Just making it so difficult for Beastcoast ever to get into the middle. And they're going to move back in. They've got a great ward on the high ground for Dye to play with, so Pure Gets the hook onto Stinger. Gojira with the instant counter initiation. It's a global silence used early, so the Enigma might be free to jump into the fight. We have to keep tabs on Whisper, but already down multiple members and now potentially the Terrorblade as well. He's got a BKB to work with here on K1. Gojira still is going to jump on forward, trying to deal with Fishman. The damage isn't there, but there's Whisper. But he won't get a long duration of the black hole off. Instantly stopped in its tracks. It's going to be up to K1's right clicks to turn the team fight back around. But he doesn't have enough in the arsenal. As Pure's got the dismember to lock him into place. And now Entity, they can go for more kills. An ultra for the punch. And maybe a rampage if he can land the hook. But the rest of the boys will finally deal with the Venomancer, making it a 5-man wipe in the end.
Priority for yourselves because, you know, you're up against the black hole. This is something that you want to try and take away. They see Fishman briefly reveal himself underneath that vision. Back off immediately. Nice 4-star Fishman.
Oh, Pure's actually in. Jumping the Tiny. C-Smile's going to get a great ultimate out. But can they continue to take the fight in this vicinity? Pure's going to try and avoid it to the right. Stepping out of harm's way, but Whisper's got the fall. Malefice is there. They need K1's right-click damage, but it's not enough for the moment. Continuing to stack it up, Pure's able to get the 4-stuff out to safety, so K1's going to lock onto Katomi instead. They'll deal with the Sven, but Beastcoast have heavily committed deep inside Entity's territory. If they don't get out freely, then Entity, they can start to go back in and cut them off. We'll see them cycling up the Abaddon, and there's Pure in with the Dismember. The follow-up onto Stormstormer. Just a back and forth that Entity are doing, sidestepping Beastcoast consistently in their fights. Their retreating is on point, and whenever they see an opening, they jump on it.
Yeah, but it also reduces the damage of whoever you're hitting, right? So suddenly the rod isn't as big of an issue, the Pulse Nova, same sort of thing.
Speaking about the rod, Pure, gonna play around with Stinger. East Coast are behind him at the moment. Let's see if they're going to try and take the fight to protect the Abaddon. Just some abilities are going to chuck out from afar, but not too heavily committing to keep Stinger alive. Top lane, another kill from Stormstormer though. A solo this time onto Gojira is going to look for a blind TP out, but Stormstormer's way too far ahead. 10-0 and 10 off the back of the rough lane, and back to mid. Pure is going to jump with the tree lane onto C-Smile. Just this Venomancer are really struggling to have a difficult time to enter this game. 8 deaths for the position 2 Venos.
For K1, and he went away from that to be able to have the BKB instead. He probably had almost enough money to be able to pick it up, but it just feels like he felt a lot more hindered by what Leshrac was able to do. But if you're not going Skadi, the later stages of the game really feel a lot weaker. They're going to find another solo pick off here onto Gojira.
It just looks like very clean dodo from Entity. Their itemization to where they're positioning to how they're taking team fights. Now to this ward and the fight they're eventually going to take inside the base. There's Pure, just no hesitation. Onto the Enigma. The Global Silence will cover the killer's ball, preventing the Abaddon from keeping him alive. And they're just guiding K1. Constant use of the Cyclones, making it so difficult for the Terrorblade really to get any damage going.
Stormer feels confident enough to dive the base and gets hooked out by Pure. It's a save, don't worry about it. Easy.
Oh yes, it's the save indeed, as Pure is now into the Terrorblade, the double stun, and that's probably all she wrote. Entity inside the base, another hook from Pure onto Stinger. It's taking up a little bit of damage. Gojira's going to try and get the combo, but they don't even have enough to pull up the silencer. Fishman lives, so does Pure. Finally, the shield will tick him out. But Entity just looking so clean in this game 1, and now the objective's going to be claimed afterwards.
Yeah, no glyph. No heroes. Don't think you're going to go for a 5-man black hole here unless you're just about to call GG on Whisper, but seems like he just needs to wait for the rest of his team. A solid 20 seconds that they'll have to be able to come back into this one. Tier 2 tower still standing bot and top, so one lane's all they're going to get, and, well, they just call it anyway. Not even a potential, like, victory copium black hole? Come on, man.
I don't even want to have the last attempt. So they are out, and I don't know how these cameras have ended yet. What's going on? There we go. All right. Throne blows up.